Nobody expects an electric roadster with scissor doors to exist for under 70 grand. But here it is. The new MG Cyberster just broke every rule about what an affordable sports car should be. You get 536 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, and doors that open vertically like a Lamborghini. Here's the part that makes zero sense. This thing costs less than a loaded BMW Z4, way less than a Porsche Boxster S, and it smokes both of them off the line with instant electric torque. Those scissor doors aren't just for show. They actually solve a real problem. The Cyberster is nearly 2 meters wide, which means conventional doors would trap you in tight parking spaces. With vertical doors, you can squeeze out anywhere. They take 5.8 seconds to open fully, powered, electric. You can trigger them from the key fob while walking toward the car. Most people assume this is some six-figure hypercar. Then you tell them the price. The dual-motor all-wheel drive GT variant starts around £65,000 in the UK, roughly $75,000 in the States. The rear-wheel drive trophy model drops that to about £55,000. Inside you get 3 screens wrapping around the driver, a 10.3-inch center display flanked by 2 7-inch screens. Bose sound system, Alcantara and synthetic leather everywhere. There's even a latch on the rear bulkhead for attaching a dog leash. That rear-drive version still pumps out 340 horsepower and hits 60 in 5 seconds flat. But the real surprise is what happens when you drop the top. The fabric roof retracts in 10 seconds, at speeds up to 30 miles per hour, and it doesn't steal any trunk space when it folds down. You still get 249 liters of storage in back. No frunk though. That long hood is completely empty. The dual motor setup uses a 77 kilowatt-hour battery. Range sits at 316 miles on the European cycle, probably closer to 230 miles by EPA standards. Fast charging hits 144 kilowatts, which gets you from 10 to 80% in about 38 minutes. Here's where it gets interesting. MG's parent company, SAIC, brought in Marco Finello, former Ferrari F1 chassis engineer, to tune the suspension. They spent 18 months testing on British roads specifically. The result is a car that feels more like a grand tourer than a track weapon, comfortable at highway speeds, agile in corners, but not razor-sharp like a Lotus. It's heavier than you'd expect at 4,376 pounds. That's lighter than most performance EVs but still substantial for a roadster. The steering lacks precision around center. Low-speed ride can feel lumpy. There are some creaks from the chassis, but once you're moving, the experience transforms. Super Sport mode is where the Cyberster shows its full personality. That red button on the steering wheel unleashes all 536 horses at once. The acceleration pins you back like a slingshot. Zero drama, just pure electric thrust. 4 drive modes total: Comfort, Sport, Super Sport, and Custom. New for 2026 are Iris Green and Andes Gray paint options, plus a black edition with chrome wheels. MG built something that shouldn't exist at this price point. An electric roadster with scissor doors, serious performance, and enough drama to make people stop and stare. Most competitors are still sketches. The Tesla Roadster remains vaporware. Alpine and Polestar are years away. Right now, the Cyberster sits alone in its segment. A Chinese-built electric roadster carrying a British badge, delivering Italian-tuned dynamics, and costing less than almost any sports car with this much power. That's the part nobody saw coming. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.